Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk to you about the basics of playing pianos and pads in worship. Now I'll be using Sunday keys for my sounds here, but if you have a hardware keyboard that has maybe a built-in pad and piano sound, well, you can use the same type of logic there. To start, let's just talk about what a pad is. So let me just play one for you here. So I'd call that a warm pad. It just kind of sits below the band, and I like to refer to it as sort of the glue that holds everything together. Now we can layer a piano in with that sound. Now, there's a few things that you might want to keep in mind when playing with a piano and pad layer. So one is that you're probably going to want to use the sustain pedal at least a little bit so that you're not muddying up all of your playing, because that pad sound is going to carry through with all those piano notes that you play. So as an example of kind of what not to do, you can hear it right now, just that kind of muddy sound. And once I release the sustain, it's gone. So just at least every time you're changing chords, just kind of get in the habit of just maybe using that sustain pedal a little more common than if you were just playing just a solo piano. Now, another tip I have for you is that if you're able to kind of take the pad out of the extreme high end range of your keyboard, that might be a good idea. A lot of times when we have the pad, we just want it to sort of fill out that low and mid range. So somewhere in this area. We don't necessarily want too much pad up here, which is cool because then we can actually just play a chord down here, have that pad going with it. And then if we want to add just maybe some of those emotion type of notes up top, we can do that without just adding all this like high-end pad. So there's a couple tips. Now, what I would call, like I said, this is just a nice warm and soft pad. There's other types of pads too. So in this patch, we have a pad that starts off nice and warm, sort of in that same territory. But we can actually use the mod wheel here and we can brighten everything up. And this is sort of the type of dynamic I like to use just throughout a song. So if you think sometimes we have those quieter, low energy moments, maybe your first, second verse, and then we have those real big driving moments, so maybe that real big chorus or big bridge. We have such a difference in just dynamics, so we can use a pad to also add energy to build up to those big moments, and then we can pull it back down for those quieter ones. So let me just give you a quick example. So this is going to start off nice and mellow. We can start to build. So you can hear this, the difference that high-end brightness adds. Now in Sunday keys, you actually have even more controls built in, so we can even make it have an even brighter high-end if we'd like it to. So in this case, I'm just going to pull up some of those tone faders. So now you can hear some really nice bright top. So this would be just for driving. Down verse. Now, similarly, how we can change the tone of our pad, so a nice bright driving and then a nice warm and soft sound. In Sunday keys, we can do that with the pianos as well. So in this case, you heard that that piano was pretty mellow through the whole time. Just as a quick run through real quick. So a really soft piano sound. But the cool thing is we have all these controls to really brighten that sound up. So now, big difference there. That pad's very loud. But in this case, I'd probably, as I went into those bigger choruses, I'm gonna build that pad up, but might as well build the piano sound up and make that a brighter sound as well. It's just something that we can add just more dynamic control to our playing. So those are just a few tips and tricks for playing with piano and pad layers. If you have Sunday keys, make sure you check out the patch builder section, specifically the piano and pad layered patches, because we just have tons of sounds in there already built for you, patches where you have all sorts of really cool piano and pads layers. Hope that you found this video helpful and that you'll check out some other of our piano and pads videos. We'll see you next time.